The General Data Protection Regulation (GDPR) is a comprehensive data privacy law enacted by the European Union (EU) in 2018. It was created to protect EU citizens' personal data, giving individuals more control over their data and regulating how organizations process, store, and manage that data. The GDPR applies to any organization, regardless of location, that processes the personal data of people within the EU. Here's a breakdown of its key components.
GDPR applies to all EU member states and affects any organization, globally, that collects or processes the personal data of EU residents. Personal data and scope. Definition of personal data under GDPR. Personal data includes any information that can identify an individual, either directly or indirectly, such as name, email address, location data, IP address, and even online identifiers like cookies. Data subject rights.
GDPR grants individuals several rights regarding their data. Individuals can request access to their personal data held by an organization. Right to rectification.
Individuals can request that incorrect or incomplete data be corrected.
Right to erasure, right to be forgotten.
Individuals can request the deletion of their data under certain conditions.
Right to restrict processing.
Individuals can ask to limit the use of their data.
Right to data portability.
Individuals can request their data in a machine-readable format to transfer it to another service.
Right to object.
Individuals can object to data processing, especially for direct marketing purposes. Rights related to automated decision-making. Individuals are protected against significant decisions made solely on automated processing. Lawfulness of processing. GDPR specifies conditions under which personal data processing is lawful. These include
consent.
The individual has given clear, informed consent.
Contractual necessity.
Data processing is required to fulfill a contract. Legal obligation. Processing is necessary for legal obligations.
Vital interests.
Necessary to protect someone's life.
Public task.
Processing is required for official functions or public interest.
Legitimate interests.
Necessary for legitimate interests of the data controller, unless overridden by the individual's rights. Data controller and data processor obligations.
Data controller's legal obligations.
Organizations that determine the purpose and means of data processing. They are responsible for compliance with GDPR and must ensure data processors follow the rules.
Data processors.
Third parties that process data on behalf of a controller. They must adhere to the controller's instructions and ensure data protection compliance. Data protection by design and by default. GDPR mandates that data protection measures be integrated into the development of business processes and technology. This includes
data minimization.
Only essential data is collected and stored. Security measures. Data must be stored and processed securely, with measures like encryption and pseudonymization to protect it.
Data breach notifications.
Organizations are required to report certain types of data breaches to relevant authorities within 72 hours and inform affected individuals without undue delay if the breach poses a high risk to them.
Penalties and fines.
GDPR is known for its strict penalties. Organizations can face fines of up to 4% of their annual global revenue or €200 million, whichever is higher, for severe violations.